Hello, this is Steve Thoele, Principal Broker with Premier Property Group, and bringing you another weekly update on the Wilsonville, Oregon real estate market. This update is going to cover the last 8 weeks of market activity ending this past Sunday, November 20th. So I'm going to share my screen with you now and go through the info with you. So first off, looking at the active listings. This last week I showed we had 5 new listings in Wilsonville. And you can see that matches a low on a weekly basis over the prior 8 weeks here. Low of 5, a high of 10. So not a huge variation there on a weekly basis. End of the week with 54 homes on the market as of the end of this last week, up just one from the prior week. And again, pretty tight range here, particularly over this last month. It's been 53 to 54 homes a week as what's been on the market in Wilsonville. Median price days on market, that's been holding pretty steady here as well. You can see we had a high of 710 to start off with, and a low of about 680. And this last week kind of came in at 687. And then the days on market, we had a low of 38 and a high of 49. And this last week came in at 46, up a bit from the prior couple weeks. Moving to pending sales activity, this last week I showed we had 4 properties go pending in Wilsonville. That is a slight low for the prior 8 weeks, and had a high of 8. So between 4 and 8 per week have been going pending in Wilsonville. Ended the week with 37 homes in pending status, which you can kind of see that is a slight high for the 8 weeks here. So this kind of goes against the trend I'm seeing in most markets right now, as far as increasing pendings here over the past month. But that's where it is. And median price days on market for the pendings. You can see we had a high of 728,000 here about 6 weeks back. And this last week we came in at 689,000, up, about 37,000 from the prior week. And then days on market had been holding, steady, in the low teens for the most part. In this past couple weeks though, we've definitely kind of seen a jump up, more than double to about 4 weeks worth of time, hitting 30 days this last week. So the properties that are going pending are they're taking longer than they were to go pending. So most reading is 30 days for these 37 homes that are currently in pending status. And then lastly here, we'll look at sold listing activity. So as of the time I put the information together, I show we had 3 homes last week crossover from pending to sold, down a bit from the prior 3 weeks at 5 per week. And when I look back a little further over the prior 4 weeks of activity on a weekly basis, this last week, we came in at 18 homes have sold over the prior 4 weeks. That's up a bit from the low of 16 2 weeks ago, but certainly way down from where we were 8 weeks back, where we had 39 closings over the prior 4 weeks. So definitely, lower number of closings, as we've kind of moved into this, slower, more challenging market. And the median sold price and days on market for the sold listings, you can kind of see it's we have a low about 575, a high of 735. This last week came in at 633. So it's been jumping around quite a bit over the prior 8 weeks here. And then the days on market, that is interestingly enough is been on the decline. But we'll start to see this kind of head up as we saw that the pendings, have been getting taking longer to get into contract. So, but 6 days. So we just had a lot of these 18 closed, got into contract very quickly. But again, I think we'll definitely kind of see that start to rise here as we move forward. And then lastly, we'll look at the weeks of inventory and the sale price as a percent of the OLP, or original list price. Weeks of inventory is definitely come up a lot, primarily because of that decline in the number of closings. But, we started the period here at 5 weeks of inventory, 8 weeks back, and you kind of see what's happened. We got up to about 13 weeks 2 weeks ago, and this last week fell back a bit, back to 12. So, we're right now at, again, about that 3 months worth of inventory right now in Wilsonville. And but prices, as you can kind of see, have been a pleasant surprise. So for sellers anyway, it's been again right around full asking price over the past few weeks now in Wilsonville for the homes that have been selling. So it's a bit of a paradox here. It's taking not longer for things to sell, but prices are continuing to be very strong right now in Wilsonville. So we'll see how this plays out going forward. So I hope that update has been helpful for you. As always, if I can answer any questions or be of any help, please don't hesitate to reach out. My number is 503-680-2065. If you are watching this video on YouTube and you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please hit that subscribe button. It's a really great way for you to stay up to date on what's happening in your local market, and hopefully it provides some great value for you. So really appreciate you watching. As always, hope you have a great day and week ahead, and that you have a blessed Thanksgiving with your family. And I will look forward to seeing you next week on the next update.